Hello, guys. We are live. Good afternoon from South Africa. My name is Olivia, and I'm a Nigerian who lives here in South Africa with my family, and I make various content. Hi, everyone. Hi, Tabo. Hi, Noxie. Thank you for joining. Thank you so much. Okay. I always lose track of time when I'm probably putting things in place, but thank you for joining. Hi, everyone. Please give us a thumbs up as you join, okay? Give us a thumbs up. I need to wear my glasses. If not, I won't see properly. Okay. Which one should I wear? Hi everyone, thank you for joining. Please give us a thumbs up as you join, okay? Give the live stream a thumbs up. Share if you can. Thank you. Sorry, let me quickly wear my glasses because I need it. Hi, Sabza. Sabza, I sent you a message. But you didn't respond. Maybe you didn't see it. I sent you a message on your I sent a message on the live, what's it called? The chat on under your chat, but you didn't receive it. How are you doing? Did you see it, Sabza? Did you see my chat under your chat? You didn't respond. I'm like, Sabza didn't respond. Maybe he didn't see it. How are you? Hi everyone. I think I'll give you another email address because I didn't get that email. I'll give you an email address, another email address. Okay? I didn't get those emails. Thank you everyone for joining today's live stream. That was that same day you said something. Then I said, if you check the chat, I gave a heart so you will see it then. Yeah. But you didn't respond. So maybe you missed because if you don't see that heart, you may not see the notification most times with YouTube. But if you check, it's there. Thank you everyone for joining. Please give us a thumbs up, okay? Give us a thumbs up and share. Okay, so let's start. Sabs, are you free today? Can you join? I will put the link on the I'll put the link just now. I just want to send somebody. Yeah. I'll put the link just now. Let me copy the link and put it first. For anyone that can join. Okay, I'll paste it now. Okay, that's the link. Thank you everyone for joining, guys. Please give us a thumbs up, share, okay? Welcome back. In today's video, we are talking about Nigerians in South Africa and abroad needs to be humble to receive help from South Africa and other countries. We are still on this whole topic. Remember, as we do our live streams, topic keeps, things we actually need to address on this platform. They come up. As they come up, we talk about them. Okay. So from this live stream the last time, remember when we were talking about it's at this point South Africa really needs to help Nigeria, step in and help a brother or a sister, and someone was like, no, we're not helping. Nigerians are not humble. And I talked about it, but because most times I just go and watch live stream and just to see what we did wrong or what we need to improve and all that. I then decided that, okay, I think we can address this. Since Sabza did not respond, we are meant to talk about something else. So I feel as though this is one issue that most South Africans will tell you about Nigerians. I think the first thing, most South Africans have a misconception about an average Nigerian. I think most people actually. Then I think the misconception begins to probably fade away depending on the kind of Nigerians they met. If you guys understand, I'm trying to build a case here. Okay, so okay, Sabza, let me join you. Let me add you. Let me just build before you can say what you have to say. Okay, so most times people have the impression of, oh, Nigerians are very, very not humble. I think that's one thing. Others can say that they're arrogant. Others can say that they're proud. Just keep typing it on the comment section. What is your general, apart from the normal notion that oh, Nigerians are criminals and they are and all that, other people can tell you that okay, we actually the way they carry themselves, that's one impression people have. Then maybe when they begin to meet Nigerians, they can now build another impression, or maybe to counter that first impression, or they can go actually with. So it now depends on who you meet as a Nigerian. So the need to address those parts and arises based on this. One thing I will tell everybody here is that yes, I understand where people are coming from when they say Nigerians are not humble, or when they say I think it's Nigerians are not humble, Nigerians are loud, Nigerians are proud, Nigerians are arrogant. Guys, what do you think on the comment section? Let's make it interactive, guys, because your your inputs are always very, very highly needed and appreciated. So, one, let me address the hi, thank you for joining. Yeah, let me build a case, then you can say what you want to say. So the first thing, people always have this impression that Nigerians are loud. Yes, I will tell you as a Nigerian has that grew up in Nigeria and I now live in South Africa. I've seen that part of life, and I now live here. I've mingled with the people of South Africa. To an extent, Nigerians are loud. Yes. If you don't put yourself in check, you can see yourself being loud every now and then. That's where I talked about South Africa has changed me. Me, I think I was also loud. As much as I would say I wasn't so loud, I'm not really, but the way they talk, most times, the way Nigerians talk, they talk in this loud tone, loud pace. And I want to attribute it to the environmental factor. Then, when it comes to Nigerians are proud, it's now relative. I think depends on who you meet. Okay, so when it comes to Nigerians are not humble, not really. I would say from what I know, Nigerians are not.
I I think we've lost. I think we've lost you, Olivia. Okay, maybe I will.
Internet is just becoming a
All
problem.
right. I want to just to con. Okay. All right. Yes, we are back.
Sorry. This internet, what did I do? And oh my God, sorry guys, please.
Okay.
So I will say that the not being humble part people may actually take that impression from their ability to be loud. That is where I talk about um Nigerians, how Nigeria has changed me. Because if you are somebody that you live in Nigeria, you grew up in Nigeria, and you come to another part of the world, you actually know that yes, they are loud. Yes, so I'll allude to the fact that they are loud, but most people are now putting it in check. I would say most Nigerians are putting that behavior, because I mean it's not an excuse that it's how you were cultured, or how you were socialized, or how you were raised. But the humility part, let's hear from you, Sabza. Please take it up from there before I say what I want to say.
Oh, okay. The good afternoon to everyone. Yeah, you know what, Olivia. Uh, I think it's about the environment where you are living. Actually, how you were groomed and the lifestyle and everything.
Yeah.
So that's what shapes a person, an individual person.
Yeah.
Now, because of I'm living in a specific country, there are these elements whereby we will share. You know, we will we, these elements whereby we will be identified with as a country. You know, so
Okay.
if I look at you, and then I know that once you say you're a Nigerian, then I will expect something that I would say, oh yes, she's really a Nigerian. Because I've noticed one, two, three. Do you understand? Then there are
Yeah.
things that that depends on a person. Just like you are I've noticed you are humble, in nature. I've noticed that. So some of your fellow brothers and sisters are not like that. Maybe they are arrogant and so on. So it depends from one person to another. But there are these general characters that you can depict from these people. Because of if you come from the west, you will behave like this. If you come from the south, you will behave like this. If you come from the north, you will mostly behave like this. So this yeah, it's a mixed of understanding. It's not a cut and dry issue, and it's not that it's applicable to everyone. It depends. Maybe the Igbos have their own characters, and you will be able to identify yourself because of that. Okay, the houses are like this, the Igbos are like this,
Yeah.
the Yorubas are like this. I'm just making an example. You
Yeah.
know
Yeah.
that, but as a South African, I can't say that. But you would know that because of you are coming from the same space, from the same country.
Yeah.
So these are the things. But now, maybe let me just further share my part here. In South Africa, okay, not in South Africa, every country, I mean, we have communal norms, we have lifestyles, we have our own values, and even our belief system that
Yeah.
exists between groupings, between groups. So in countries all over the world, it's the same. What I see as a normal and a correct thing to do, it might be an insult and offensive to another as part of a value system. Do you understand? Some people take offense into certain behaviors because it is not acceptable in the society. You
Yeah.
see? So I think it is a good practice to try and check your space. Learn the way of life of the people whom you are around with, just to read on how do they live, how do they behave. Then slowly you will be able to synergize and harmoniously integrate in their norms of style, in their norms, and the style of their living. So these are the things that needs to check on. And what is important here is to try by all means to refrain from what you think is right. Although it is
Okay.
normal to do in my country, but that doesn't mean that it is also correct and acceptable thing in your in another person's country, you see. Even though we are different, but surely we can coexist in having a mutual respect. Do you get my point?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, maybe I'll also add that I have noticed in many platforms in this space, um, 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 uh, uh, those who are really vocal and join conversations of such nature. The majority is South Africans. That's what I've noticed here. Let me just
Okay.
say the majority. Let me just keep it like that. The majority. I cannot give you percentage and say how much, but the
Mhm.
majority is South Africans. Not just in this platform of yours, even the other platforms. I just go through that, observe, and then listen. Although I don't participate that much. You know, but as for Nigerians and others, are very few. The trend gives one a picture that it looks like the ones who are affected here are the South Africans. But in contrary, we are least affected. So when we try to interact, we try to get involved, we try to participate. It's because of the reason that we want to engage. We need to help, not to insult or that we are bored or having nothing to do. That is why we are having this chat. No. But
Yeah.
having mentioned that, this tells you the kind and the nature of South African citizens. We are natural fighters. Yes.
True.
We want
You're right.
we
Mm.
yes, we want to always get involved if there's a problem. So we don't keep quiet. You can
I think
guess that.
South Africans are problem solvers, if I can use that
Yes.
word. Yeah.
Yeah,
They
so
believe
in
in,
summary,
yes. Sorry to
yes.
sorry to interject, but they believe in what can we do to solve a problem. They kind
Yes.
of go to where they see a problem and try to, of course, different people will have their ways. Some people can come in a insultive manner, but whatever. But the most of them, the aim is to actually go and see, it's about me, what can I do? So they have this mindset of wanting to solve a problem. Nigerians
Yes.
are also problem solvers, but I will say that I want to just address that particular point in the sense that I think, because of, I don't know if if it's right to use this word, that some Nigerians actually have just, moved on and try to just whatever, but not all Nigerians, because you can see that these Nigerians that try and talk about this thing are the people that actually feel bad. That's why I feel bad when we use these platforms and talk about things that affect our country, and someone else is just a content creator and painting a wrong picture that doesn't that is not what our country is. At this point in time, everybody that knows, if you're a true Nigerian, you know that Nigeria needs help. This is not the time where we need to come and start massaging our egos. That's We've passed that stage. Do you
Yes,
understand?
yes,
I know
yes.
I'm deviating, but if you know me, you know what I'm talking about. This is not the
Yes.
time where, because on my comment section, a lot of people will go and say, go to this YouTuber, go to a certain YouTuber. He paint the youth. People create content. So I will not say anybody should not create content, but when we should be able to understand when somebody is just creating content and when somebody is actually concerned. Because if you're not from a country, we are talking about these two countries now, it's because I'm concerned. Honestly, coming to YouTube to create this platform is because I am actually genuinely concerned, because I've lived in South Africa. I know that this is how this country is, and I've looked at our country. I know that things can actually get better, but how are things going to get better? But by we not keeping quiet, that's how things are going to get better. Because if we keep pretending, things are not going to get, so I'm trying to draw what I'm saying by you saying that some Nigerians are not involved. A lot of Nigerians are either comfortable in, okay, whatever, or some have resigned to fate, or others participate but not as much as they should. But they do
Yes.
participate anyway, because you can see
Ye-
people like, those Nigerians that come in once in a while. I think their time difference is actually different. That's why they don't come often. They're in the US or something. There are some Nigerians, there are some Nigerian platforms that are mainly actually Nigerians that are the audience. You see them talk about things that actually concerns Nigeria, but in the grand scheme of things, I understand where you're coming from, in the sense that we can involve more. But yeah, then again, yeah, you can go
Yes.
on. I
So,
don't know if you finish this
yes.
chain of thoughts.
Yes, I can't emphasize it more than we have said. So yeah, it's actually I can summarize it as people they gave up and they disengaged. Anyway, they've changed their mindset, their mentality that I'm on my own. I have to make sure that I survive and my family thrive. That's it. So you see, but to bring that back, if we interact, maybe the mindset would change. If we just keep on interacting, just keep on being vocal, the mindset maybe one day will change to say, no, man, I think it's important to try and be responsible and do better. And most of it to be accountable because of those who are, I've noticed, I'm not saying everyone, but mostly those who are vocal in this platform, they tend to cast aspersions, because they don't want to be exposed. They act like everything is okay, whereas we all know that it's not okay. Things are very bad, just like the situation now in Nigeria. There's no one in Nigeria, and if I would say, I want to make an example, if I would say, no, I see things are not working, why don't you do 1, 2, 3? I'm just making an example. Why don't you do 1, 2, 3 so that to change the situation? I don't expect a fellow Nigerian, especially those who are out of the country, would say, no, 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 Nigerian, everything is okay. These are our problems. We're going to solve them. We don't need you. And then you don't need to tell us what to do. We know our problems. We look at your problem. Do you see? You try to be defensive while we try to help. Do you understand? I've noticed one. A Nigerian in these platforms. She was mentioning that later. I'm not sure whether it's a Chacha or what. She was giving that content, sharing information. Another one then commented on the comment section, said, you're talking quite good, sister. You are promoting Nigeria. If Olivia can learn from you not to talk about South Africa every time, let them talk. Let her learn that it is Nigeria first. Stand for Nigeria and talk about Nigeria, not talk about South Africans. Do you see something like that? It's being negative because of I understand why and what angle are you coming from when you talk, relate things about Nigeria and the South African. You want to bring change, you want to help, but they look at other way around, which means the mentality is to say we have to uplift the standard of Nigeria, we have to give the good picture about Nigeria.
I
Whereas,
feel, yeah, let me come in. I feel they mistake patriotism for kind of, okay, let's keep our own, it's our own, let's not talk so bad about our own. They feel that
mm,
that is the way to be patriotic. But
mm,
for me, I have a different mindset. I see patriotism as calling out the ills, not to insult. If you,
yes,
anybody knows me on this platform, I'm generally not an insultive person. I don't see, I can engage without being coming off as being insultive. I can talk to our president and not insult him. I can talk to anybody and not insult. So for me, I see me being patriotic by
mm,
talking about things that can work, things that are working in other countries. These countries, their leaders and people that are making these things work. They don't have two heads. It's one head and one hand and two hands and two eyes. Like, we are all human beings generally. That's what I'm trying. And for the fact that we are Africans, I'm trying to draw it home. That is why
mm,
I don't just, I'm not, do you understand? Before I started talking about South Africa and Nigeria, I've lived in South Africa for over 10 years before I even started my channel. So
mm,
for me, I see me as, if I bring to light what can change in my country, that is me being patriotic. Because my cousins, my relatives, my sisters, my parents are back home. So if things are working, I mean, why not? Things can work. That's the truth. If we want things to work in Nigeria, things will work. But if we keep shying away, that's the word, from talking about these things, being vocal or doing things to change the situation, there's no way things will work. That's me. So my patriotism to my country is not by trying to, oh, okay, let's not, no. If you call, in my family, we are used to calling things out. Like my siblings, if we have six in number, five ladies and one male, if anybody does anything out, we call out the ill. We are like, no, don't do. That's how we solve our situation. We don't insult. My parents trained us very well. We don't insult, but we call out. We don't kind of shy out. No, I don't operate like that. So, and I don't see myself as, oh, don't talk. No, I have to talk so that so that the government, because this is the only tool I feel I have. I don't have any tool. My parents are not politicians, so I can't even this is the tool I have, my platform, building a platform, creating awareness. That is the only tool I know I have. And I know that as much people keep talking about these things, that is how change comes. Change don't I was talking to my friend yesterday. We are discussing same thing. I said during when South Africa had apartheid, most countries knew. That is how most countries were aware. You don't hold you don't hide your problems and hoping that your problems are going to be solved. No. Most countries were aware,
mm,
and people that could, I don't know, just awareness generally it can be when there's awareness, change can come from anywhere. Yeah, so
mm.
that's what we are doing here. So I mean, that's what I think.
Mm.
Please give
Yes,
us a
yes,
thumbs up. Yeah, sorry.
yes. Yes, you are quite correct. Not to emphasize on that, because of when you say help, I've noticed that there's this misunderstanding, and then I think it's good that we re-emphasize that when we are saying help. It's not on the diplomacy that countries can practice, can share. But help, it's in diverse ways. Help is not only that you're gonna contribute money and then you get something
Exactly.
fixed and
That's even the
yes.
list of the help. That's the list of it. Yeah, go on.
Yes, that's a list of it. So help, it means that anything that could assist you in changing the situation. Do you understand? So
Yeah.
many, maybe they thought that when you say South Africa can help Nigeria, so some they want to protect their own, and then want to be, in a position whereby we don't need help and so on. It's not in that way. We know that there's a problem in Nigeria, but there are things that you can do to help. First of all, the president is calling all the Nigerians to come back home. But now, what they forgot that did they create a platform, an environment, a conducive environment for these people to come back home? You see, and you
Exactly.
cannot say to people, "Come back home," while the situation and the environment doesn't
When
enable. It's
things
not an
are bad, when petrol, people can't afford to fuel their cars. When there's no electricity, people hope and base their electricity on generators, and they can't even fuel their generators. When the situation is bad,
exactly.
when minimum wage is very little that it can't even afford people basic 1 square meal, like
Yeah,
depending on your tax bracket. So you can't call people to just come back and do work when there are not enough jobs for people.
you see, for the
When
for
doctors go on strike, have I ever heard that doctors go on strike in South Africa? When doctors go on strike, they don't only impact it doesn't impact on the doctors alone. Patients die.
yes.
Sorry,
Mm.
patients unalive. Patients, medical sector. How can a medical sector go on strike? Have you heard that kind of thing before? It's only in Nigeria that that kind of thing can happen. Go on.
You see, yeah, yeah. So now I would say, when it says come back, okay, fine. But when you are outside your country, now I come forward and said, okay, in this situation, what can you do so that you can go back home? You come back, you said, guys, listen, you have made it. I see the country successful, although you have your own challenges. But how did you do it? Tell us,
Exactly.
share information with us. How did you do it to be in this point? You understand? For the things to
Exactly.
go much better here in this country than my country, share information. Then we are willing out. We will share information. Okay, these are the things that I think it's important to tackle or to look at. The issues before you're going back home. Try to look at all these things. These are the helps that we can share, and then when we share that, I think there might be a difference. But if someone would said, I'm available, I can help, I can share information, and then you close me out, and then what will happen? Nothing will happen. Everything will stay the same. You see. So we need to be open. We need to be humble. We need to try to, because of this thing, you will couple it with learning. Because of when you do so, you learn. Just like you have said, you said how many years? 12 years. 12 years in South Africa now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes. You see, so in these 12 years, you have learned quite a lot. There's quite a lot you can tell to your fellow brothers and sisters in Nigeria about South Africa, and there's quite a lot of things that you have learned that could assist in your country. You see, things like that. So that is how people can be helped. You see. Yes, that's my own. That's my take.
Exactly. Well said, honestly, because I think people just don't understand context, and with every conversation, context is important. When we don't talk
Yes.
about help, a country helping each other, it's just let's go beyond. Let's go to the West. When the West want to help, most times, how do they do? Let's say a country is having security problems. Most times, it's not necessarily the financial aspect that the West. They can release their military. They can release they can ask their government to go and intervene. There are different ways where a country, diplomatic ways, right? Those political things, yeah. Diplomatic ways where a country can actually step in. It's not necessarily
Ye-
monetary. help is the least. And the fact is that when a country needs help, sometimes when things are not going well in a certain country, it becomes beyond them. It becomes beyond the government. You know,
Mm.
it happens that there's now need for other people to step in. So when people want to feel as though they are being patriotic and they think, oh, help, what do you think help is? Really, on a normal day, it's not money most times. When you want to help me, honestly, if you give me a job now, and where you give me a job now and I'm earning 10,000 rand, and where you give me 1,000 rand, which one is better for me? Do you understand? Is for
Yeah.
me to be able to stand on my own in most cases. That's the best help you can give to somebody. It's not really money. That's why there's a saying: teach a man to fish and don't give a man fish. So
Yeah.
if you are able to help somebody to get things right, get things done, okay, understand strategy, do things like this, that's the greatest help. A lot of people, I would
Yeah.
say, a lot of people helped me when I was in doing my masters. They didn't give me money. They were like, okay, is how to navigate the system. This is how to navigate. There's some students, I'll be like, sorry, how do you guys do this in South African university? I came from Nigerian university. I don't, they helped me, but they didn't give me money. So some people, most people that you can put as appreciation, it can be people that gave you words of encouragement even. Words of encouragement is also help. Okay, just take it easy. I remember one help that somebody rendered. I don't forget it. Always, that he's a Nigerian man. He works in UKZN. He always, whenever he sees me, he will ask me, how is your research going? I'll complain and complain. He'll just tell me, just take it easy. Everything will be fine. But the one I always remember is when he told me, keep pushing. That was the only thing. He didn't give me money. He didn't give me anything. But I appreciated him in my dissertation, because for
Mm.
me, that was the highest help. You understand? That was the highest
Yeah.
help I needed at that point in time. So when somebody is drowning, the person doesn't need food at that time. The person needs to just get out of that situation. And
Mm.
when you help a drowning person, what are you doing? Sorry, when you take out a drowning person from, sorry, maybe a pool or something, what are you doing? You're helping. So people
Hey.
actually, I don't understand how people think in this age and time. People don't understand context, and it's very disturbing, honestly. Yeah, we need help and we need help, please. So let's go to the humility part. What's your average? Okay, I think you've talked about it, but if you want to actually say point blank, do you see Nigerians as not being humble? Sabza, what's your take on that? Can you shed more light on
Okay.
just?
Yeah. So in general, okay, maybe I'll emphasize that and try to clarify that.
Yeah.
In general, generally speaking, they don't look they those who are not humble, they paint a picture of the whole country as if all Nigerians are not humble, they are arrogant and all that. So but actually I've noticed that no, it's not that everyone is like that. Just like I've said before, that maybe some people come from a certain group, this group behaves in this manner, so they are just like that. So but there are those who are good. And but if I'm a South African, yeah, I don't differentiate between the groupings, the Yorubas and the Igbos and the houses and all. You can do that, but I can't. When I see a
Yeah.
Nigerian, they are all Nigerians. And when I see
Mm.
this one behave in this manner, I think that everyone is like that. So that's being
Okay, sorry.
stereotyped.
Just hold your thoughts, but I want to ask you another question. The people you feel that are not humble, is it from perception or looks or something? There's Ola in the studio. Hi, Ola. Thank you for joining. When he finishes, you can contribute. Is it from their looks, or that you get this perception, or from mannerism, or from behavior, or from the way they talk? There should be something. I'm just trying to understand context.
Okay, the behavior. The
Okay.
behavior it's one the behavior it's one of those things. It's one of those elements that shows that there's something here which doesn't reflect humility. the way they
Okay.
behave, the ones that I had interaction with, the way they behave, and the way they talk. Do you understand? These two things, the way they talk and the way they behave, then it at the end it gives a picture that these people are not humble. Do you understand?
Okay.
So then,
Um, go on, go on.
yes,
Okay, because I want
yes.
to ask
So
another question, but finish up. Yeah.
yeah, but my point is maybe being matured or maybe being in another level or operating in another level. I can understand that it's not everyone. You
High
see,
choice.
it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not everyone. So I cannot paint the whole country, with the same brush. That's not fair. But yes, I can see that there are those elements because of if the whole country could say we can speak one thing that hey, these people they're not humble. These people they're not humble. They are arrogant. Then it means that okay, something is wrong somewhere. You see, so which means um, those who are not humble, just like those who are humble, like you or Olivia, will be wise and mature to say, okay, they are speaking about the country. They are not specifically speaking about me. I myself, I know that I'm humble, but because of many of us who are out of the country who are here, we have painted that picture that really Nigerians are not humble. Do you understand that?
Okay.
So you
Okay.
will be able to take it. You'll be a person who'll account. You'll never say no, 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 no. Then no, stop that because of I'm humble. It's not everyone to understand. You will understand that. Oh, okay. This is our indication that something is wrong with us and we need to fix that. But these are many of us. Even though that I know that I'm one of those who are humble. Do you understand?
Okay, so now, if I want to interject, that behave okay, that behavior you can say that depicts that or make you perceive, some Nigerians are not being humble. Could it be the loudness, or are there other behaviors like when it comes to
Um,
because yeah,
okay, I could say um, loudness, but in a sense of not being vocal. But the behavior shows that the behavior could also depict being loud because of there was one time when I visited my niece in Joburg. Ne?
mm,
Since I told you that Uchenna was supposed to be my son-in-law because of my,
yeah,
my, my niece. Then I've introduced to this family. Then I've seen the friends, relatives, and all that, and other fellow Nigerians. So we had
yeah,
a lot of interactions. So what I've noticed from them, but later I concluded that, and don't hear me wrong. Ne? Later
yeah.
I've realized that okay, this thing of being loud, this thing of looking down at other people, it also intercept with the issue of where do they are coming from, which means in the country. Then I learn or I see something that civilization also played a role here. These people are not civilized. You know, some other things that we do here in the country, they are not used to. It's not their fault. They don't know that. You see, and then but by because of I'm doing things like this, and then I would start to judge them that said, hey, they're one, two, three like this. You do. Just like speaking loud. But after course of the time, when you synergize, you live with the people, you'll start to understand that no, there's no need to speak loud. I can hear you. Don't shout on top of your voice. When you talk, I can hear you. So let's just talk. Then you start and change and start to understand, oh, okay, that forms and shapes you. So that's the angle that I see what I really see on the behavior. You know,
Okay. So
these are the things.
you mentioned being loud and looking down on people. That's one thing. I
Yes,
think most South Africans, you didn't mention it initially, but I wanted you to get there because some of them feel as though some Nigerians have the ability to look down on people.
yes, and while you're there, sorry to interject. When you speak of that, I want to go back to the point of where are you coming from? Just like I want to make an example. You're spreading money, you know, you're spreading money all over. As a South African, we don't do that. We're not used to that. And then this thing shocked us. What is happening? Spreading money. Money is something to keep and it's private, it's for your own. But if you spread money, you are telling me something that you have nothing. I am better. Look at me. Do you understand? So people
Okay.
take it in a
Now,
different angle. When
okay. Sorry.
do you
Because
understand?
I actually wanted to understand context. Okay. Okay. All
Yes, you
right.
understand
Go on.
context. Yes.
Yeah.
So when you see that, we thought maybe it is part of, firstly, when Nigerians were not in South Africa, no, were still there. When we look at the Nollywood, with these dramas and so on, we see in the marriage they spread money, and even people on the street driving these big cars, spreading money and all that. You understand? Then we thought maybe it's just there it's just drama. But now when we see that they're doing this thing, and then when they come in South Africa, they are doing that, we feel like they disrespect us. They are showing that you are better than me. You are nothing. So if I can spread money like this, which means I have more money I can spend than what I
Okay.
am doing. But at the same
Okay.
time,
Okay.
but
Yeah.
at the same time, let me finish. But at the same time, and understand that, well, I've asked that, and then I've realized that, oh, okay, it's part of the culture in Nigeria. So it's not being uh, it's not an insult. It's not looking down upon other peoples and so on. It's part of life, and they understand. All the Nigerians, they accept it. But when you come to South Africa, we look at differently. To understand, and
Yeah.
and 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 um, and unfortunately, because of people who would never understand that, some might even go further and said, oh, okay, he thinks he's better. And I'm now spreading money, show off that he's better. We will show him that is better. We are going to steal that money that is spreading. Because of now you are exposing yourself. You are telling people that you have money. Something that we don't do here in South Africa. We don't know that. Do you understand? It's like you are exposing yourself. First of all, you are putting yourself into danger. Secondly, you are telling us that you are much better. But when I go to Nigeria, you see that, you would say, oh, it's normal. That's the way we do things here. Do you understand? So yeah, that's all. That's what I want to say.
Okay, so let me talk about this spreading money thing. I, for us, those that are Nigerians, who they will like, they will Ola and Beauty, they will also say what they think. This thing has been a culture in Nigeria. It is not even in Nigeria, even any occasion, if you don't spray money, if it's we don't use it to, okay, there can be an element of okay, I have it, show off, but it has become the norm. Remember, culture is the way of life of the people. Even in an occasion, in fact, at this point, if I organize a birthday in Nigeria now, for instance, and no one sprays me money, I mean, that wasn't a birthday, that wasn't a party. It's like a must, even in the villages, even is. And now, for in Nigeria, for the Nigerian culture of spraying money, it is not for the rich or the poor. Even the poor will go and change, let's say, one rand, or 10 rand, or five rand, and still spray. The rich will spray their own. I understand that people also use it to show wealth and affluence, but in Nigeria now, it's not looked. We don't see it, and I don't think the intention. You guys know I'm real on this platform. It's not the intention behind spraying money is not to show that I'm better than you. It's the least of it. It could be that it could show that I have them. It could be that to show that I have the money. Yeah, that's one. But it's not. It doesn't depict, belittling others. No, that's not the culture for many Nigerians. It's like I'm trying to encourage you. It's People are happy when they spray money, in an occasion. Though we have this ban of spraying money now in Nigeria. If you follow Nigerian creators, you should know. But it has been something that has been there since I was born, before I was born, and all that. So that part of I it makes sense to not understand that it's just what they do. That's how to, you know, be happy in an occasion. It's just being happy in an occasion. That's what that means. Let's hear from Ola. Hi, Ola. Can you hear us? You're muted. Can you unmute
Oh yes,
yourself?
yes.
Hi, bro Ola. Good afternoon.
Good
Thank you for
afternoon, my
joining.
sister. Thank you, Lord. God
Thank you
bless
for
you.
joining. Please,
Uh,
what do you think about what Sabza says, especially? when it comes to spraying money, the spraying money culture of Nigeria. You know, he's saying that one of the ways South African feels disrespected is when Nigerians come to an occasion and they spray money. And for an average Nigerian like you and I know, if you come to an occasion and you don't spray money, it's like that occasion is not complete. Can you speak to that, please?
Uh, I don't know, Zaza. The truth of the matter is, way back in Nigeria, if you have anything, even if you're building a house, I'm taking you now to deep to the tradition and not about the Western aspect of life. If you're building a house, people will come with a lot of food stuff for the workers that are building that house. They will come with food, they'll come with yams. I don't know if people have yams in South Africa. They'll come with everything to assist you to build that your house. That culture change is not like that so much anymore. They now have
Okay.
workers, they're paid, and all that is still. If you're building a house and I feel like those laborers need to eat, there's still some family who will say cook without knowing these people. Go and give those workers food to eat. It's a cultural thing that they follow for a very long time. Now, come about the money aspect. Even when people have newborn baby, people come with a lot of food, huge food, depending what kind of farm you're having. Now we come about this paper currency of a thing. If you invite me, you do a housewarming, you open your house. It's my own duty to assist you, to give you something, to say, congratulations, you have spent a lot on this your house. Please, you can manage this one for me. When I mean I can give you some money, just it doesn't mean I try to say, oh, you are broke. That's why I'm giving you this money. I'm giving you this money because you have done a lot, you have spent a lot of money for building this type of house. You can please take this one for me, just to put in your pocket. We can even say use this one to buy Coca-Cola, Fanta. You know, so a lot of people were coming like that. They bring gift, they bring gift. In Nigeria, there's nobody coming to your house to come and eat for free because you're doing a housewarming party or you have a newborn baby. They just come. Yeah, where's the food? It does not go like that in Nigeria. And Nigeria doesn't ask you how much money you have for you to give. They don't even ask you to even come with money. But it's the culture inside you. Okay, I'm going to this mass a newborn baby party or marriage or housewarming, anything that at least I must bring some sorted things that will show I appreciate his invitation while I'm here. Okay, you see this spray money sometimes in marriages and everything. It's also part of the system also. A guy that is doing wedding invite his friends. They don't just invite any other person. Most of these are his closest friends who are in these marriage parties or birthday parties and everything. They are not like people you just call on the street. These are his really inner circle friends. When they come, they have to show appreciation to him. About you, my friend, you married? Yeah, let's go down. Some of those playful things can come with money. Depends how you want to give the money. Some people come with a bag of money. You will not even see it in your eyes. They just drop it to the guy, say, hey, take this. So people come with envelopes full of money, big ones. So people say, let's display the money here. But doesn't mean that they're carrying all their money. It's money that they have already calculated. This is what I will give to my friend. So if you're so it's not about boastful of a thing. This is what I want to give to my friend. So it's not like, oh, they just pack all the money in their bank account. No, they already have the mind. Okay, my friend is doing wedding. No, he need about, let's say, 3 million naira. I'm using naira now. Of course, he need about $3,000. I will go. It's my own decision. I will go to my own bank and pick my own money and give it to my friend. As I do for him, he will also do for me too. It's like I scratch your back, you scratch mine. You understand? So if you give, the day you're doing something, they will assist you also like that. That's why in Nigeria we have what we call community. It's not government that develop most of our places. We do it ourselves. Our villages, you can see anything there, maybe beautiful houses, not beautiful houses, but we try to encourage each other like that. As I have my friends, again, go and work hard and come and let's develop this place. So it's not about boastful. It's not about showing off. It's not about anything. Yeah, if you have money and you think you have money and people say, this guy have money, why is he not giving at least this one to his friend? Sometimes he might just give another bag of money already in his bag. Say, bro, take. I don't want to see people say that I'm spraying money. Sometimes we
Yeah.
also give that back. We also give money also in the public. Give people that some, people that don't have enough there, children that are there. Hey, children, come, you people should take this, take this, take this, take this. It's everything is happiness. If you know Nigeria, we don't pretend. Just let me tell you the truth, bro. We cannot pretend. We cannot pretend we love something that we don't love. Our loudness, you can see the way I talk. I'm loud. Our loudness, people say, oh, are they fighting? Why are they doing like this? Because we speak with emotions. Not everybody even talk loud in Nigeria. Even those that don't even talk loud in Nigeria, sometimes they tolerate it because it's part of us. You understand me? It's just part of us. Sometimes even when we're happy, we shout. When we're sad, we also cry, shout. But if you want to know us, it's when at that moment that we're happy or not. We cannot pretend anything. If you like you, we like you. But if we don't like you, we'll slowly give you space to go. You understand me? So that's what I want to explain to you, my brother or my sister.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, thank you so much, Bro Ola. Well said. Beauty, what do you have to say about this topic and the aspect? You can take the aspect because I think we are trying to understand when a certain people like or say South Africans feel disrespected. We don't want to disrespect people in their country, even if you're not in South Africa or you're in any country. So I feel as though that those platforms are for people to understand, and maybe you may even if you don't accept it, because it's trained to you, but at least when you understand where the people are coming from, at least you may not feel so disrespected again. So that's my point. I understand when Sabza says Nigerians are, when the general perception of Nigerians being loud, one of the attributes is when they feel as though they display. Nigerians show a lot of display. I will tell you the truth. Yes, as much as it's our culture, but we also need to educate people so that they don't feel offended when these things happen. So, Beauty, what do you think? What do you have to say?
Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. Do we still have Mr. Sadza in the chat?
Yes, yes, I'm still here.
Oh, okay, sir. First of all, I want to say thank you. I like your perception or your approach, to things and how you react, to issues like this. I think I've been on this live a couple of times where you come and you share your thoughts and your opinion. And to be honest, I find them very interesting. Because for me, what it tells me is that you are informed. You might have had a notion or an impression about Nigerians. But from the way you speak, I can tell that you've taken time to study Nigerians to an extent. You understand? You proffer solutions when you speak, but you also come from a place of grace. You do not totally condemn like most of your people do. I must put that out there. So I must say thank you very much for being graceful, for saying things exactly the way they are. When you see things, you say it as they are. When I joined this link and came up. I've been in the chat all along, but I decided to come up, when you said sometimes Nigerians come off as disrespectful. I wanted to get context, from where you were coming from. I wanted to get perspective. But when you
Yeah.
said, oh, when you were speaking and then you further went on to say, when you get to know the Nigerians, sometimes you think, oh, are they behaving this way because they are uneducated, they are uncivilized? You say, but when you get to know them on a personal level, you find out that this is part of the culture. This is part of what makes them Nigerians. So when you gave that balancing view, I was totally blown away. So once again, kudos. You are doing an amazing job. Maybe sometime, someday, you would have to open your podcast, where you can,
Exactly.
dissect issues,
I wanted
where you
to
can
suggest
dissect
that.
issues.
Yes,
Yeah, exactly. He's doing such a fantastic job. He's a senior
exactly.
citizen. Obviously, way older than you and I. And I really appreciate his mindset. So thank you so much, sir. It's not so much of me saying something, but it's more of me coming up here to appreciate your views. So thank you. You say things as they are. These are the challenges. This is how what we can do as a
The way
people to
forward.
move forward. So I truly, truly appreciate your perspective. So yeah. And then on the money spraying angle, or the showing off angle, I mean, these things are there. As much as there are challenges, I can tell you free, and to everyone in the chat, especially if you are non-Nigerian, that most of our wars, the wars that we now fight these days, is as a result of the show off. Majority of our people show off, including the ones that do illicit business. You do
Unhealthy
illicit
show off.
business.
Yes.
Yes, you do illicit businesses, and then you show off. You and I know this, Mr. Sapsa and the South Africans in the charts, that Nigerians are not the biggest criminals in this country. Let's not lie to ourselves about these things. But I'm telling you that Nigerians are not generally low-profile people. You know that your hands are not clean, but what you want to do next is go to the location, go and fetch your girlfriend with a Mercedes Benz, and then take her to the club, and then you are balling all over the place. I mean, just like you said, that could come off as a form of disrespect. Now, in the guy's mind, he may be thinking, oh, I'm just giving my girlfriend the time of her life. But to the people, that act to come off as condescending to your host nation, or to the people, you understand, to the people from to the locals of that country. So these
Yeah.
are some of the things we have to unlearn as a people. I'm talking to my Nigerian people at this point. These are some of the things that we must unlearn. We need to learn to be a bit more conservative. I know that not all of us are allowed, because I mean, we're a lot of people. We're a lot of people, we're a lot of tribes. Even as a Nigerian, I probably not know maybe 10, or maybe just a little over 10 tribes. And yet we have maybe like 250 tribes and then 450 dialects. That's a lot. I can't even keep up as a Nigerian. So when I speak, I'm speaking based off of the impression that is out there, about Nigerians. But I'm not generally, about Nigerians. We get what I mean? Because we're a lot of people, and we can't use one brush to paint everybody. We have Nigerians that are conservative. We have tribes that people from those tribes and regions are extremely conservative by culture and by religion. But then mostly those of us from southern Nigeria, which consists of the southeast, the south, the southwest, we are a bit more out there. you know, we're a bit more out there. And it's a wake-up call to us Nigerians to learn to be more conservative. Because again, if you happen to find yourself abroad, your host may not find it funny. They may find it condescending, that they expect you to have some level of humility, and that may come up, they may come across as you being proud. So Mr. Sabza, I get the perspective you're coming from, but I can assure you that most of the time, the idea or the ideology behind it is not to diminish anybody, if you get what I mean. The ideology is just Nigerians generally like to ball, regardless of what it is we go through. We just generally like to have fun. So the idea may be just to have fun, have a good time and everything. But the impression that it creates, which is like a ripple effect, may be disrespect to your host. So yeah, I hope that answers your questions, sir. Or I hope that clears your doubts.
Yes, no, it's fine.
Well
I
said.
understand. Actually,
Yeah.
no. What? Sorry, let me just interject. Actually, when I
Okay.
speak, in this platform, yes, there are times where I speak for myself, but there are times where I speak as representing the nation, which means the way things look. But in the issue of the spreading money, through goals of the time, I managed to understand that okay, it's not what I think about them. It's my perception to think that way. But in the end of the day, when I look at it, I understand that okay, it's not what I think about them. It's my perception to think that way. But in the end of the day, when I look at it, I understand that okay, it's my perception to think that way. But in the end of the day, when I look at it, I understand that okay, it's not what I think about them. It's my perception to think that way. But in the end of the day, when I look at it, I understand that okay, it's my perception to think that way. But in the end of the day, when I look at it, I understand that okay, it's my perception to think that way. But in the end of the day, when I look at it, I understand that okay, it's my perception to think that way. But in the end of the day, when I look at it, I understand that okay, it's my perception to think that way. But in the end of the day, when I look at it, I understand that okay, it's my perception to think that way. But in the end of the day, when I look at it, I understand that okay, it's my perception to think that way. But in the end of the day, when I look at it, I understand that okay, it's my perception to think that way. But in the end of the day, when I look at it, I understand that okay, it's my perception to think that way. But in the end of the day, when I lo way, but of it. So now I understand why. I was once at Joburg, and when we were trying to make raising funds, not to repatriate my son-in-law, because of she was now dead and then yet to be taken back home. So it needed quite a lot of money, almost around 200,000. So while they were busy collecting, there was one time where they said it's a final collection. So we went there and then to this main hall, and then they say it's a memorial. So I was expecting something else. But when I arrived there, it was a totally different setup and it was a totally different thing. I said, what is happening here? Is this a memorial? They said, yeah, that's how they do it. I said, oh, okay, we'll see. Now the program started rolling, done that, and then there comes the part of we are giving the money. Now everyone was donating, but there was this special part. I said, what's the special part? They said it will start at 11 o'clock. Now I said, hey, let me watch. I will see what is going to happen. So they said to my niece, you will go and sit there. Do you know how to dance? And then she said, no, I don't know how to dance. I said, no, you're going to dance today. You have to dance. All your children have to dance. I said, what is happening here? Let me just check. Then the musician started, the drums rolls, and then they're playing the Nigerian music. I said, oh, okay, I see now. Okay, we are just dancing, so we have to dance. But in reality, it was a form of fundraising. So that is special. So when you dance, you then spread the money to the person that is dancing, and then the others were selected there in the group. They go and collect the money, put it in the box. So I said, oh, okay, these people, they are doing this. Oh, when they spread the money, it's like it's like fundraising. They said, yes, that's how we do things. When you offer, that's how we do things. It's not just a show off. I said, oh, okay, that's their method. So we don't have just to judge them and think that they're doing the thing. The problem is just that when you are in my space, at least let me understand you, and then you also try to fit in so that we can synergize and we can have this relationship, a good relationship, because I understand you, now you understand me. But when you are doing it at my space, and then you have now tried to bend some of the laws, to strike and that, oh, okay, now they are labeling us as loud. Let me try just to make it, to unlearn this, try to adjust and then live just like them. Because I'm in their space. Same thing if I go to Nigeria. I can't take what I know in South Africa and it's my culture and start to do there. When they start to look at me differently, and then I start to judge them and say, hey, this is my culture, this is how we do things and so on. Then I understand that, oh, these people, they have their own way of living. They have their own practices. So now I have just to unlearn because of I decided to stay with them. Yes, that's my take.
Yeah.
Okay, Zaza, let me sorry, my sister. I don't know if
No, it's fine. Go on.
Zaza, I think you are, how old are you? Like inside your 50s, right?
Sorry?
How old are you?
Yes.
I'm 54. I'm 54 this year.
Okay, that's good. That's good. You're kind of like my age mate. You know what I mean? Let me tell you this, Zaza. You see, for me, you have to pull money out of my pocket for me to give you money. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm very stingy.
The network. I'm not sure it's my side or.
Okay, I said for me, it takes time for you to get money. Not all Nigerians just say like that, start spraying money, right? Not everybody. For me, it takes a lot for you to get money out of my hand. It takes a lot. One is school, education. Because I love school too much. Because if I send you to school, that means I've already have helped you to open doors and everything, stabilize yourself, right? But if you ask me for money to flex, I will not give to you because I work hard for it, right? So not everybody, but that doesn't mean that if I'm in the question of my friends, right? My inner friends, and they're doing things, and no, in the long run, I can benefit also from it. And they know I have the means to pull out such money to give as donation. I will be very humble to do it. You understand me? Very, very humble to do it. Sometimes I'll give an example. Sometimes when some friends' mothers die, they have this one called WhatsApp group. Let me give you an example now. Sometimes not
Mm-hmm.
everything
Yeah.
you see, not everything you see openly. The one you see openly, those are small money. The one you see, not the one you don't see, those are huge money. So they call everybody in that WhatsApp group and said, we need to raise 30 million naira for this guy to do this burial. That can be, let's say we're just talking about, yeah, let's say $20,000 or 25,000. They can even say we need $70,000. We everybody have to contribute now. So what you see, you'll be donating your money straight to that WhatsApp, to the person who's organizing that, into a bank account, and you'll be seeing the money live, that how much they have raised. You can give up to 5,000, 3,000, 2,000, depends the amount you think you can at that moment. But they know you have the means, so they don't call people that doesn't have the means. You donate, you donate, you donate. With that money clock to that 70,000, so well, yeah, this is the final donation. We have the money now. In the day of the ceremony, you will see come there and spray money. Those are small money. These money are not huge. You see, these are like, just easy money. So what I tell you, even those that take care of, see, when Nigerian person love you, you talk about their girlfriends pulling out this thing. If Nigerian person love his girlfriend or wife, I swear to God, you will see the way he carry this person. Because one thing about, you cannot tell a Nigerian man not to spend on his girlfriend that he really love or wife. It's like you insulting him. Just seeing you alone. That's why I say we are very emotional people. We do things emotionally. We share our love. You can see, if I can tell my friend, man, I too love my wife. I too love my girlfriend. This guy is beautiful. You see him saying it to his best friend, to his friends. Make sure this guy name continuously. You can just call the guy. Hey, what are you doing today? Are you sad? No. Come, I have something for you. Send me your bank account. Just to show that, say, I love you. It doesn't have to do like he's showing off our money. It doesn't have to be like that. It's just part of is the love. So maybe in essay, you can say, why are this Nigerian patrol money to they buying all these guys? This guy love them. These guys might take advantage of it. Say, oh, okay, I will eat this Nigerian guy's money. To him, he just love you, and if you have it, it will show it. If you come to Nigeria, you see men, right? They have big Mercedes Benz, but their wife uses Mercedes Benz. They use the ordinary one, the not so heavy like that, to go to their businesses and everything. But they want their wife to look good. Because if their wife look good, they look good. It's happened to be, I'm not in that category because I did marry a Nigerian woman. So not everybody do these things also. I cannot do that for my wife because she's not used to it. But she can see the way maybe I appreciate her, I stay honest, very loud, show the way that I think she will understand this guy. You understand me? In my eyes, the way I would talk to her, the way I would hold her. You understand me? She
Yeah.
will see all this. Yes, she will see all these things in me. Constant, you know, really, really adore this person. Even when she sits, you don't look at her. All these things show in Nigerian people faces. Not everybody spend money. Not all Nigerian woman is looking for money also. So Nigerian women that you spend money for, say, why do you send me that money? I don't need it. I will send it to you back. That's a Nigerian woman you buy a heavy car for. They say, no, keep that money. Let us invest it in something else. But it knows
True.
not the aspect of bossing. I'm a big boy. I have money. Let me ball. No, 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 no. It's just sign of love. And sometimes Nigeria take it too far. Sometimes because of the emotions. Because when we grow up, right, we see our fathers take care of our mother, the way they behave in their
Yeah.
own, in their own way of showing love. Maybe the man, not too rich. He might be able to provide some certain things, but you see him sitting down with his wife. They discussing things, how to get, progressive, how to get more better life, what they're going to do. If it's farm, they're farming, how to expand their farm. I'm telling you now, for the one that have paper money to the one that have fiscal strength to do farming, to do all kind of things, to expand anything. So I understand you are not used to it. Don't get me wrong. I understand it will take time, and you are not, because it's not your culture. You understand me? But I
Yes.
think Nigerians have to, if they have to do these things right, like in America, right? If you're doing a wedding, sometimes they go to the police close by and say, "Look, we're doing a wedding." There might be dollars being sprayed in that place, but that's just part of the culture. You know?
Really?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. We do such a thing. You understand me? It's okay. I'm going to do a wedding like in a busy hall, like a town hall, like event center, terrace, hotels. And people are working there, staffs and everything. They're not used to see you spraying the dollars. You understand me? So you can just go and take permission. Look, this is our wedding. This are gonna be. We're gonna spray some dollars there to help the marriage. But they will just understand. So if you marry to a
Oh.
foreigner, you also let the foreigner also understand that sometimes if you marry to a white, I'm married to a European anyway. So so my wife have to also learn it also. Like, hey, we spray money here. You
Yeah.
understand? So
Yeah.
so
But
so so
yes, but Ola, what you're saying is the truth. But the essence of all these chats is for us to, as much as educate the people so that they don't misunderstand, but for us to also inform our people to be cautious, because as much as it's our culture, especially when you see that people are not used to this our culture. It's only in Nigeria, I don't know, or mainly in Nigeria, that we have this culture. When we come out to a country that is not ours, this is our flexing culture. People find it offensive. We have to tone it down a little. You
yeah, you're right, my
understand?
sister. You're
Yes,
right, my sister,
that's
because
it's actually very important for us to emphasize that, because we are loud, some people are not loud. It's understandable. It's how we were socialized. But they say when you come to Rome, behave like the Romans. I think it's the Bible that said it. So as much as you don't live in your country where everybody knows that this is how it is, it's a norm. If you do it in Nigeria, people will not even blink twice. In fact, when you don't do it is when it's trained. But if you do it, people will understand. But when you now come out to a country that is not yours and their norms are different, like for instance, some South Africans are very calm people. Like the way they talk, I talked about it in one of my videos. They talk very calmly. You even strain your ear to hear them. Unlike we, I'm not talking with a mic, but I'm audible. That's how we are. But they are calm. So it's kind of going to be a kind of culture shock for them. What are all these people doing? This is disrespectful. So we'll also understand their part. When they are being offended, we should also understand that it may come across to them as being offensive. Then we now have to kind of conform to their ways, especially when we are in their space. Brola, do you agree with me on that?
yeah, oh yeah,
Because I know you guys are in
my
America
sister,
and
yeah,
maybe Europe and everywhere. You
my sister. You see, why Nigeria have this kind of problem? I think, yeah, they need to turn it down. In a place like some of these other countries, whereby their financial means is something else and everything, and they kind of like hold things very dear to them in terms of money. Even in America, look, the truth of the matter is Nigeria have to just, why in Nigeria is common like that, because of we already know how to navigate our different cultures and the integration of cultural things in Nigeria. In Nigeria, you hardly say all tribes are something in the family.
Hi,
You understand?
Sabza, please come back. I don't know,
Yes,
maybe his internet is having problem.
yeah, all
Please come
tribes are
back
in
if you
all
can.
tribes in Nigeria, contemporary Nigeria. You see a family whereby somebody married to another Igbo, the same family
Yeah.
married to Yoruba, the same family married to, I tell them, say all the southern part of Nigeria. You understand me? The north are even now the north are even creeping into the south also now. We have lost everything now. So Nigeria is not like this my zone, that's not my zone. So what they're saying in north sometimes is the characteristics of a typical Nigeria behavior, but sometimes in Nigeria we also have our different cultures, and we know how to adjust. Okay, are they this house? Are they that house? Are they that house to adjust? So what you see now is the Nigerians spending money on these their women. That's where the hateful started coming actually. It's not about Nigeria spraying money. See, when you start using money to show love, right, to somebody, sometimes the
Yes.
men in that
It's
society,
wrong. Yes.
yes,
People
the men,
misunderstand it.
Yeah, the men that
Mm.
society started misunderstanding because it's not your territory, it's their territory. You understand
It's
me?
their territory.
I'll give you an example. Even in America, right? Why are these black Americans running after Nigerian boys? You understand me? It's because sometimes black America does show money. Like everything is 50-50 with the black Americans. You know what I mean? Even when they have a wife, it's 50-50. You bring in, I bring in. You understand me? There's nothing like, okay, I take care of the house rent, I take care of everything. You know, Nigeria, it's only Nigeria can marry to a black American who say, don't worry, I take care of the house, the mortgage, I take care of the everything and the school fees and my children things. You can keep your money, use it to, when you decide whatever you want to assist, do it. So even that extent, even the black American guys doesn't even like it because of that they hate us also, you understand me? But you cannot stop what is already inside us easily. You understand? You cannot. It's too how much they can restrict it to their own aspect, but they can also you see we cannot use it to challenge the white man. You know why? The white man have too much money. Go to most of these marriages whereby boys are married to one of these white women and everything. Come and see money spray. Yeah, yeah. The white family they'll be laughing like, ah, this is how you sort of they even join us to learn it also. You know, but they know we have limit because their daughters already tell them that this guy, they like this, like this, they like this. Because we Africans, I don't know, we have our own way of everything. But it's not doesn't mean because they spray money, they are criminals. Most Nigerian people, tiny part of Nigerians are criminals. Let me just tell you the truth. We work for our money. We work hard for our money, real money. That's what I told you. You cannot get money from me in my hand to friends, except you have to go to school. If you say you're going to school, you need that 300,000, 400,000 for school fees, I will give it to you. I will send it to you straight to you. But if you want to lie to me, brother, I'm sick, I will not answer you. As I go and take a traditional medicine, you get well. So not every Nigerians you just bring money out, but in some occasions they show it as love or to whoever they. I cannot look. I cannot stop a Nigerian guy who love his wife to say, man, not show that love to your wife or to his girlfriend. Even South African women, you know, I know some of them say, oh, will Nigerian people show money? They say, baby, you need money. Baby, you did this. Maybe they're taking advantage of it, of that generosity of Nigerians. But it's not like it's to show they have money. Somebody else come in place.
Yeah. The show off is too much. That's the point. The show off. If you're a Nigerian and you're in South Africa or you're abroad, be conservative, like Beauty rightly said, and everybody has said. Be conservative. You may have enough for yourself, but you don't have to rub it in. That's the word, I guess. It's it comes across as rubbing it on people, and especially when it's not those people's culture. That's what I am. Let's read some comments. There are a lot of things going on the comment section. Um, it's great. Okay, I think some of the comments have gone up, but let me read them. From Grace says, in South Africa, even if you have money, we remain humble and we will only see by place we live and cars. That's true. South Africans are conservative, are very conservative people. So if you are a foreigner in their space, especially if you're a Nigerian, I've said it in my other videos, how South Africa has changed me. When I came to this country, I said, ah, now so now they do for here. Is that how these people are? Okay, I have to kind of conform to their ways, especially when you have to live with in the midst of them. So that's true. Yomi says, Cherish, I don't agree with him. He is envious of Nigerian giants of nature. Which giant, Yomi? With the situation of our country, will you still be calling Nigerian giants? Please, let's not deceive ourselves, okay? Let's be real. Hmm? They say in my Igbo culture, they say if you say, oh, I need help, that is when your people, your kinsmen will come and help you. In the way Nigeria is now, there's nothing like having that title of giant. I disagree with you. There's nothing giant about Nigeria at this time. We may have been giant at once upon a time. It's possible, but for now, nothing giant about us. So let's be real, my brother. I think you are a brother. Let's be real, okay? We are not giants. We may be giants in future again, who knows? But we need to work hard for that giant title. Yeah, so that's what I have to say about that. Zoe said that is for you, not Nigeria. Okay. So Yomi says, Zoe, please don't equate South Africa with Nigeria. It's like telling South Africans not to dance their Zulu dance in Nigeria when celebrating. Okay, then yes, that is in their house. If you are in they are in their house, they can dance however they like. We are talking about, we are not remember, we are not talking about Nigerians in Nigeria. Oh. Nigerians in Nigeria understand the culture, and they have already conformed to the ways. They can go ahead with how we do our things. But when you are no longer in your country, you're in people's country, you should respect their space and be sensitive to the way they are. That's the truth. So yeah, that's it. We are not telling Nigerians not to, what's it called, South Africans not to dance their Zulu dance because they are in their country. But if they come to the Nigeria, the Zulu dance may not, oh my god, the Zulu dance may not be go down well with us. They have to also adjust. So it's all about adjusting to people's way.
Oh, okay. I think we have lost Olivia. Maybe I can continue just a little bit to
Internet.
read few of those. Can everyone hear me?
Yes,
Yes,
I'm
yes,
back.
brother,
Oh
yes,
my
yes.
God.
Oh,
Guys,
oh, you're
forgive
back.
me. Yes, I
Okay, you're
don't know
back.
what
Okay.
this internet has been a pain, honestly. It has been
Yes,
a
I,
pain.
I was
So
I was out I was out also just for a few minutes because of this internet stuff. Yes.
I don't know what's going on, man. Ish. Okay, so that's what I have to say to you, Yomi. Okay, if you're a patriotic Nigerian, you should see how Nigeria. You should see the way things are, and you shouldn't like it. If you like the ways that Nigeria is, I don't think you're a true Nigerian. Honestly, if you're a true Nigerian, you should desire change. The way things are going, is not going well, honestly. Yomi is saying, as Grace, yes, we are different. I'm good with that, but don't force your ways on us just because we are living in your country. Freedom is universal. South Africa should respect that. As much as freedom is universal, they say when you go to Rome, you must behave like the Romans. If you don't behave like the Romans, then you don't want to be in Rome. That's the truth. So if people feel offended about a certain people because of the way they carry themselves, you should be able to unlearn. We are human beings. That's why we have the ability to adapt. Adaptation is our nature. God has given us the ability to adapt as human beings. That's in that way we can learn and unlearn behaviors. We are already like this, but in this space, this is how they are. Okay, for me not to offend them, you turn it down. That's a fact. As much as we are free human beings, okay. Yeah. So that's what I have to say about that. Yomi said, when you are not in your country, respect your host country. That's the truth, Grace. That's what Grace said. Yeah, when you're not in your country, respect your host country. The love of money, Nigeria. MP. The love of money, Nigeria, equals to Nigeria. Well, not necessarily, honestly. Nigerians, I will tell you, as much as they love money, they also like to make money. Some people, most Nigerians work hard, some are illegal. Anything illegal, we don't stand for it on this, we condemn it on this platform. But I'll tell you that there are genuine Nigerians that, as much as they love to have money, they try to also work hard, like like most people I know. So yeah. Grace, how is praying money disrespectful to anyone? You can see that culture differs. Something that is disrespectful to me may not be disrespectful to you. You've seen how, if you watch Yomi, I'm talking to you right now. If you watch the comment section, you see that what Sabza thinks about this praying money issue is not just his thoughts. You see that most South Africans share that sentiment. Yeah, so I already know now that if I ever go to a South African event, I will not go and be spraying money. But if I'm in a Nigerian event, yeah, I can spray money. But if I'm in or if I'm in Nigeria, I'll spray money because that's it. If I want to, although it's against the law now to spray money. Remember what happens to Bobrisky, so you can't even spray money in Nigeria now. If not, you're going in. But I mean, that's it. So Yomi is just saying a lot of things on the comment section. Um, Yomi has been fighting with Grace, or they've just been arguing a lot. And I got a super chat. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate. And Yomi says, Grace says, okay, let me read this comment. Grace says, at Yomi, do you live in SA? I bet you don't. See, Olivia is realistic because she lives here. That's the truth. I don't think Yomi lives here, honestly. Yomi also attacked me on my comment section the other day, but it's okay. People should have their opinion in on this live chat, but be respectful to each other. That's what makes you matured. Coming to and another thing, be open-minded. You may not know something and I know it and I bring it to your opinion. If you're a wise person, be like, oh my God, that's true. I was thinking it's this way, but now that you just brought it to my attention, I think it makes sense. That's how to be human. We learn every day, you know. We don't know it all. So it's a platform for learning. Well, welcome back, Beauty. So let me see what MP is saying. MP says, oh, I think I'm being kicked out again. Hello, can you guys hear me?
Yes, I'm here.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to add Beauty on the stage. Okay, is the network. I'm trying to add Beauty. And African Queen is also here. Hi, African Queen. Hi, Beauty. So MP is saying, so according to some Nigerians like Beauty, one should find a needle in a haystack, meeting a good.
Zan, are you there? Go on.
Okay. Is it everyone here,
Has been
or
particularly.
maybe it's my network? Okay.
But yeah, we can always pick up from each other. Anybody that is talking, we can pick up from each other because I can see both my network, Beauty's network, Sabza, most people's network is bad today. So they are honest Nigerians, MP.
I'm
I
the
don't
only
know
one.
why.
I'm the only one with Nigerian network that is very nice.
Are you in Nigeria? Okay, really? Our network is always very strong here in South Africa. I won't lie, but today I don't know what's going on. Is it
The
the weather
network,
or something?
the network in the Lekki is very powerful.
But I think
Oh.
I think I think in South Africa is the weather.
It's the weather. Yes, I think it's the weather. It's the weather today. It's not particularly kind because in the night it was cold and now it's so the weather is just touching. I don't know what's going on. So MP and another thing I want to say is a lot of people, some people don't ever see. I don't know how we will talk for you to see that we are honest Nigerians. MP was talking about he can't see one Niger out of 10 Nigerian, he can't even see one that is honest. I don't know why, but anyway, it depends.
It's all it's
Depends
look.
on the-
Only when you're done talking, please just allow me chip in. I'll just let you finish, then I'll chip in.
all right, all right. So it depends on what you want to see and your cycle. We have to disagree, agree to disagree, or disagree to agree. We are in this platform, we have almost Nigerians that are here have told you how things are, but we are not trying to shove it down people's throats. Okay, we're telling you that, oh, it's a we find it offensive people spraying money in Nigeria. We can't say that because if we come out and say it now, most Nigerians will, all Nigerians will know we are lying. That's the culture. But then again, are we going to shove our culture down people's throat? No. That is where being sensitive to people's environment comes in. Okay, so that's all I have to say. Beauty, you can say so that okay, maybe Beauty, will you allow African Queen to say something first since you've
Okay.
contributed? Let her say
All
something.
right.
Go on. Hi, African Queen. How are you? Thank you for joining.
Hi, Oli Oli. Hi, Beauty, Kidola, and Sansa. How are you guys?
Welcome, African.
Yeah,
Thank
fine.
you.
What's up?
I'm great. Yeah, I saw the subject of the day, even though you guys are diverting from it and entertaining the spraying of money. And according to me, what I understood when we get exposed to the Nigerian people, different cultures that are here in South Africa, I thought it was an idea or the ideology that was started by the Yoruba people, especially they'll only do it when it's their wedding. That's what I understood. But I saw that now it became so fashionable. And as you have said regarding the broski thing, he or she ended up being in jail for this spraying of money because it's
No,
even
sorry, let
abolished.
me interject. Don't be angry. I have to. Where we are coming from is, if you followed us from the beginning, you will see that SABSA, we were trying to get context. No, we didn't deviate at all. It's just that we may be, spending more time here because we see that it's actually an issue. Sabza was trying to explain to us humility, how he sees, how he perceives Nigerians. So I now went ahead to ask him, okay, what are the behaviors exactly that makes you have this perception about Nigerians not being, humble and disrespectful? Then he mentioned other things, and amongst that he also mentioned spraying money, which I know it's he now said it comes across as offensive. That's where we took it up from. But we've discussed other things like, being loud and being, all over the place and not being disrespectful. But we picked up that not being humble from what Sabza said about Nigerians coming to South Africa and spraying money, that it seems demeaning to people. Okay, it seems demeaning and it comes across as
I don't think that whatever, because we've got different cultures here in South Africa, we respect each other's culture. So if the Nigerians that are based in South Africa and then they are doing their culture
hello,
and
sorry.
their
No,
culture
because
doesn't interfere or being forced to us, as you are saying, I don't see anything wrong.
I
When
didn't
it
hear you. Can you go back a little to let me pick what you're saying?
Oh, what I'm saying is that, as you know, that there's 11 different cultures here in South Africa, and each and
Yeah,
every culture do their cultural thing and their celebration. Nobody
yeah.
must be condemned. If you do your culture and it's your culture, you're not forcing it to other people, that people needs to change. What I don't like personally, it's for the Nigerian, because they don't become inclusive with the people of the land. They exclude their self, and thereafter want to even, because I remember there was a meeting that took place where Nigerians were doing that I hear in South Africa, doing a proposal that Joburg, Sunnyside, or Kempton Park needs to be named Nigeria. What's that? And then they even
When was
want
that?
to vote.
When was that?
Sorry?
Sorry, when was that? That's funny. How can they do that? Say
I,
that?
I'm,
I didn't
if
hear that
possible,
anyway.
I'll get that video and then I'll send it to you. And
Okay,
then they
please.
even, there's a meeting that took place, remember, after our elections, when there was a meeting with the Nigerians, with all these things that are happening here. There were representatives of Nigerians who went and meet with the ANC, and then they were proposing that how about if they can have their own political party and participate in voting here in South Africa. But that's nonsense. That's
Nah,
why
your list.
even
Those are the
I'm not,
idol. Those are the I.
I've
Sorry to
never,
interject. Those
okay,
are the
yeah.
very idol. Nigerians, really, real well-meaning Nigerians, and of course, know the legislation. You can't come and demand that. So those are people that just make videos, I guess, just to trend. Honestly, take it from me. But go on.
Exactly. And so those are the things that rub most of the South Africans the wrong way. That's why I even sent a message here or on the chat to ask Kidola, when Kidola was saying how you guys were raised respectfully with all those good norms of human beings. But what we see, majority of the Nigerians that are here in South Africa, I don't know what part of Nigeria are they from, because they are showing a different side. And then most of the time, you will even get this idea that, oh, it means South Africans are not educated, because others, they'll tell you, oh no, we've got a lot of doctors, we've got lot of lectures, we've got 162 doctors and lecturers who are fake, who are lingering in South African jails. So what is it? You know,
152 what?
162. You can check it
Nigerians?
on our state. Nigerians
I don't
somewhere
believe.
Some
I don't believe you. African Queen, you know, when I know something about something, I have to interject. Sorry, I don't believe you.
Let
Anyways,
let Africa Queen finish.
but go on.
Olivia, we do have stats here in South Africa. Go and
I've not
check
heard
on
that
the
before.
stats.
152 fake Nigerian doctors. No,
162.
African Queen.
Only, you know what you do?
Yes.
Go to start essay. Go to start essay. If there is
And then
anything that
prove
is
even.
true, you will find it in start essay.
I,
Do you
I won't
understand?
lie. Why would I lie,
Have
Beauty?
you
But
heard
you
that
see,
before?
African,
Beauty.
I've never, you see what you're saying is very alien to me. I've never heard it before, not even by mistake. Have I heard it anywhere before? Do you understand?
No,
But in
beauty.
as much as
African Queen. I mean, this is something. See, I can tell you that we're a medical family. I'm not a medical doctor, but I came and any news that has to do with Nigerian doctors, I know. Honestly, I've never had, because my husband is a medical doctor. In fact, he was a doctor here before I even came. So for me to hear that there are hundred and fake doctors from Nigeria, how,
It's
where? I
doctors
will,
and lecturers, not only doctors. That 162 consists of fake doctors and fake
My sister, what Africa Queen is Africa Queen. I
hi
respect
Kinola.
you a lot. Look, I don't know. Africa, can I ask you something? Do you went to university, please? If I have to ask you that one first.
yeah, she sounds eloquent. I'm sure she did.
No, I just want to
Sorry?
know. Do you went to university in South Africa?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. If you went to university, you will understand that for you to be a fake doctor is very, very difficult. Because there's a certain assignment they will give to you first. Not just ordinary assignment that you will fumble. It's sure that certificate alone, right? Places like South Africa, they have what we call type of European system whereby the wipe out the one control some of this head of these hospitals. It's very difficult to bring any fake degree as a doctor. This is not in a bush that they will not know who you are. Assignment alone as a doctor, you will fumble. The medical names and words, also certain things that you're not able to pronounce, is also there. How to include
Exactly.
authorities, what do you specialize on, is also there. Let me go down to the lecturer aspect. If you want to come in as a fake lecturer, what is your, it's almost like a doctor also that what is your course? You must have to be a lecturer before you even come to South Africa to be a lecturer in some of these universities, wherever you're doing. To arrange what you call lesson note alone, programming, what you're going to teach in that class, and what it is. You have to start. There are also supervisors, looking at you, your CV, video of what you have done before in your past universities, sending message to that university to bring things about you, if everything qualifies. You see, um, we can form anything because it's Nigeria. But what you must understand, lies will never be able to cover Nigeria as a whole. Because the truth will always come out. What people are doing now, I say, Black Americans were also doing it before, but they didn't succeed. Because it didn't affect us. We just move on. In this Biden administration, is 6 Nigerians working there. If they were not good, why should Biden, not just honorary little staff, from deputy secretary of state and everything there. So you can say some few Nigerians are into your country doing societies. Even if Nigeria did spread this money, they'll say, how did they get money to buy this Mercedes Benz, buy this BMW, and all these things will also pump out? It's not about the spraying money, but it's just about to say the truth, what it is really. We don't shove our culture into nobody's truth. We never say the sister was saying Nigeria has to reduce whatever the practices they're doing in Nigeria, reduce it. You understand me? Just you were talking that why your South African women not rejecting the Nigerian people money. We take care of our even mother-in-laws if we think that they have problems, sickness, or any other things. We even show the love towards our mother-in-laws also. That's just the way it goes. We don't show it. We help family with money if we have money. Our wives, our girlfriend, to our mother-in-law, even to our brother-in-law, if they're the needs of means, bring them in, introduce them to things they think they can do. Sponsor them into that thing. So don't come up with some. If you say some of them are doing powder, we understand. but doesn't they're doing this, they're doing it. It's too difficult for places like South Africa that have a standard of Western standard. It's very, very difficult. If they catch you, you'll be gone the next day.
I
Can
Yes.
I
hear
can I
you.
interject? Can I interject there?
Yeah, go
Um,
on.
yeah, I'm just looking at this as it's very complex, and I'm just suggesting to Olivia because of it, it looks like we are now a bit diverting now. It looks like we can entertain that as a special topic for another day. I'm just
Okay.
asking that is it can we entertain in that way because of now we are going to another direction
Yes.
and
Okay. What do you
and
suggest we I always write it down. We can talk about it as
Fake
what?
qualifications.
yes, we can look at it, the qualifications, the professions. We discuss issues related to that, that sustains the country, that makes the country develop and go forward. What are the professions, and what could help us, and how can we also try to mitigate the issues of the fake, professions, professionals, people who claim that they are professionals into whatever an environment. So maybe we can look at that angle, that we have it's Nigeria, it's South Africa, and other countries, it's fine. But now we can look at what are the areas that are more very productive, that are that entertain the economic activities more in the country, and which professions and the professionals who are coming from the other countries flocking to other country. And then we try to explore that, and then try to look at which are ones on the statistics. Sorry, African Queen, I don't have information about that. I like to deal with facts. That is why I don't entertain this. Then I will also go through further and check on the stats and everything, that we have these.
Your
These are the
research.
challenges we are having in the country. Then try to look forward, because I'm looking at the future and how can we help each other, not to not to confront. We shouldn't be confrontational. You should be looking at the solution. We're having these challenges, how can we go forward? That is what. So I see it as a separate topic that we can deal with. Do you understand me, Olive? You can coin it somehow,
Okay.
but these are the
All right.
ideas that I'm trying to.
All right.
Okay.
Yes, and I'll look into it. I'll, like
And
you
I think
said. uh, Sorry. Everybody can, I'm sure, will be able to access whatever statistics, and not just looking into it. I'll try and look down and see, how these things came about, that these people were probably coined, because like Brola said, that if we all went to university, and to be honest, let me tell you, to practice as a medical doctor in South Africa, let me just give a basis. You don't just come with a certificate and practice. One, you do what they call SAQA, South African Qualification Verification Authority. SAQA will verify your international. It's just like West or for the US. They will verify, go to your university and verify your qualification even before you do masters or like honors like I did. After SAQA verifies your qualification, then you now write the exam for the HPCSA, Health Professional Council of South Africa. So I don't know how somebody can bypass all this as a fake. When you call, it's not like when you call fake, it means that that person did not go to medical school and they're posing as a doctor. That's a huge one. It can be that I don't know. I'm just thinking, could it be something like maybe somebody, there's a malpractice somewhere, medical malpractice is happening every ahead, then they are jailed. Because I know that most times in South Africa, sorry to say, they all just give, because it's a Nigerian, I will say that out here, they just give a huge name. They don't give it appropriate, maybe this person did something. They just say, hey, it's a fake doctor. It could be a doctor that is a real doctor, but some malpractice happened along the line. So let's distinguish fakeness. Fakeness is a huge thing. I
And
didn't study
sorry,
medicine.
yes.
Then I come out and I pose as a doctor. That's huge. or I didn't
Like,
study psychology. I come out, I pose as a psychologist treating people or doing psychotherapy. That's huge. So that's why African Queen. Sorry that I have to disagree
My,
bluntly. Till
my
I
sister,
on
do
that,
my research.
I think,
on
brother,
on
brother,
that. So sorry,
okay.
sorry, Oli. Sorry, Oli.
Yeah,
Just a
sorry.
little bit.
Yeah, go on, brother.
It could be. I see it in a broader scale. That is why I said this is a topic we need to discuss on its own separately. It's
Yeah.
huge because of
Yeah, let me.
some of them, it's something that they are not that they went to university. They are fake. Maybe they are qualified. It's just that maybe some of them they were deregistered from the registration systems.
Something exactly.
You understand?
Exactly.
Which means
So when you say people come and they, it disqualifies my husband, and I wouldn't like it's you're telling me, it's like me personally, because I know how hard, and to give them this huge, it's no, no, no. And it's kind of
Let,
discrediting those real doctors that are doing, they're putting in the work. He walked in here and he didn't sleep here last night. He has not slept here in the last two nights. It discredits them a lot. So that's why I don't want to
let me
even,
tell you something, my
I
sister,
mean,
because you might be
entertain
seeing
that.
this,
Yeah.
you might be seeing some stereotypes in YouTube coming from London and maybe United States. You see, you tackle that exam aspect. You see, some part of some of these Western countries, right? You might come in as a nurse from Nigeria, which is actually you are a nurse. But the moment they might allow you to do small cleaning aspect to look at you, then you have to write the exam. As you do that cleaning aspect, you write the exam. If you did pass the exam, right, they will not even allow you to go to real patient. Maybe they just test you first to start cleaning patient ass or cleaning their mouth and all those things a little bit till your result comes out. The moment your result comes out, you did pass it, immediately they will send you out. You understand me? They don't joke with you. They will revoke your visa. They send you back to Nigeria. It happened in London. It happened in US. The moment you write that exam, you did pass it, you go back because every standard, especially that medical field, is very very difficult. I did do science, I did do doctor, I do anything, but I do what called health sciences, sport injuries and other things that have something to do with anatomy and physiology. I know the worst of this, some of this body, the physiological part of this names of these biological names of some diseases are very, very difficult, even to spare them alone. You understand me? So somebody who say fake doctor, the moment they ask you some really tough name to answer, even they might even give you pen and paper to even write it before they start taking you to is very to cheat is that aspect is you can say person cheat to say is marketing, right? Maybe you know a little bit about marketing. He's just there, struggling there. Maybe he went to school, but he want to get that job. It's okay. I mean, yeah, marketing analysis, all this thing. He might be struggling there, but not in medical field. They can easily grab. I like the brother a lot because we talk about solution now. You see, I like to communicate with this brother a lot with this, but for me, I battle a lot with Black Americans a lot because I know them. You know, I know them. So we should not be knocking ourselves. Yes, I don't like Nigerians who are committing crime in your country. If you want to hold that, hold that. If they want to deport those people, deport them. I will not say I've sleepless night because of them. I want to ask Africa Queen.
Mhm.
Africa Queen, do you know we Nigerians as Africa have exchanged in a way wives a lot, possibly husband a lot, that you talk like this? The Nigerian guy was, I'm sorry, I don't treat my wife bad. I'm a good person. Or the South African guy said, no, this man doesn't treat me bad. Some of them even coming to Nigeria. We should try to find solution according to the brother. We might be far from each other, but we're not that far because this plane alone, we might not meet in South Africa. We might meet in London. We might meet in US. You
You
know,
know what it said, Kidola. Sorry to interrupt you. I hear you, but you must remember I'm based in South Africa. Speaking also about the South Africans married to the Nigerians, we've got videos all over the internet about women that are ill-treated by their so-called husband from Nigeria. They are all over. So we are talking or either having conversation about something that we see and we hear.
Okay.
That's the thing. And for us to be able to build each other, we need to build on a clean slate. Let's address the issues that are affecting each other before we can talk of rebuilding. We can't build on rocky roads, guys. We all need to be on the same mindset, having the same goal. Because if you
You're
come
right.
to me and
Um,
say,
what you're saying is
sorry,
true, but yes, African Queen, I share your sentiments. It's very correct. But meanwhile, guys, you guys are not giving a thumbs up. Please give us a thumbs up, okay, before we continue. Just it's just free there. So you're right. We have to address the wrongs, okay, but we also have to be careful because this is internet to just say something that will discredit people entirely. Like what Ntutu is saying, she's saying people buy qualifications in Nigeria. We know that. Remember how the UK also found hundreds of fake qualifications. See, guys, I don't know people that buy qualification. I don't know which qualification somebody can really buy and defend it. If someone, a doctor cannot, like me now, it's just like some kind of disciplines are very sensitive. How can you treat a patient when you know nothing about medicine? That's crazy. It's very, very, very difficult. And
Olivia,
wait, let me
maybe
finish.
sometimes
You talk. Okay. So it's difficult to say that somebody is just like I addressed. There's something like maybe somebody didn't pass exam and they are practicing or some sort of, but calling fake is like you don't have that qualification. So that's
let
the
me
point we are going to address. And I don't know, Ntutu, I don't know where you got that people can buy qualifications from Nigeria. I don't know. That's not correct. But
I
however,
think
say what you want to
y-
say. African
you,
Queen. I'll be rounding off in few minutes because I need to get my girls.
you,
But go
you,
on, African Queen. Round up
you
in the
know,
next 3 minutes, then everybody will take 3 minutes, then we'll round off. Okay. I
okay,
will address, I've already written it down. We'll address this topic. I hope you'll be free on the day we'll really, you understand, touch on it. Everybody will do
yeah.
their research then because these are things we need to address in our society. Of course, we are nobody's here condoning rubbish. We can't. I can't. And most people here that have said, both South Africans and Nigerians have said that they cannot condone rubbish and illegal things. So yeah, just say what. Just talk on the humility part and every other thing. Then we'll address this particular topic later, if
You
that's
know
okay.
what I wanted to say to you, that the mindset that you are having, it's what I
Mm.
had, what has prompted me to do the research and encounter these 162 people that I'm talking about. I think a week or 2 weeks ago, the Nigerian that was arrested with 16 passport or visas, who also been found that it's a fake daughter, and the wife, he came to South Africa, married a young girl, and thereafter went to Nigeria, fetched his wife, and his wife is a pharmacist. They were both arrested. It happened less than 10 days
So he's
ago.
not a doctor at all.
No,
He's,
he's
he didn't
not.
study
And
medicine,
he has
and he
been
wants to come and work as
operating
a
in,
doctor.
he has been working as a doctor, having a surgery. He was busted here in
How did
Pretoria.
what? So what did he study that enabled him to work as a doctor? Like a novice cannot work as a doctor. That's the point. A
You
pure
know,
novice.
we must not be ignorant, Olivia. There are a lot even of Zimbabweans who came to South Africa claiming that they are qualified teachers, and they were busted at the long run that these people are not qualified. They've got fake
Teaching
qualifications.
is
It
different from
happens.
medicine. You have to prescribe. You have to suture. You have to treat patients. Teaching is
But
very
they've been
different
doing it
from medicine.
without that. They've been
But
doing
okay,
it.
it's fine. We'll talk about it on when we all do our research and we'll come.
Yes,
We'll all
I
dissect
think we
this.
can park that, and then we
Yes,
all need to do research and come
yes.
up so that
Yes,
we can
and
understand
research.
what.
I will put on a notification. Then we'll come and talk about it.
But
We are not.
Yes,
You should know that on this platform we are not afraid. When I start talking about South African topic, people we are not talking. I'm not afraid to address things, but we are not just going to discredit things, people that are, because I know a lot of when we just put it out there without proper information, when you talk about it and we don't have proper information to to dialogue and talk about, it's like discrediting the people that are doing a lot of work, and which is not fair.
My
Because
sister, a new
yes,
doctor cannot walk alone in the hospital. He must have to have a supervisor that is following him.
They've got private
Look,
surgeries.
you have
and before you get a private surgery, do you know you
before a
write exam,
before
you
a
write
doctor can
independent
work in any
practice.
hospital, he
You
must
know,
have a supervising doctor that is following him for some time, right? That doctor is taking a
yes, he
note.
bought he can buy
That
fake
doctor is
papers.
taking a
See,
note.
sorry, but Bola, he said he bought fake papers. Yes, he can buy fake papers to have permit, but not that he bought fake qualification. Let's not misunderstand this thing.
It's too
Somebody
difficult
said he
to come
bought
and fake
fake
it
papers.
inside hospital to be working
Yes,
in a
that's
big
my point.
hospital.
It's these
You
things are difficult
you
to.
don't work
He can
alone.
buy, yeah, but Ola, he can buy fake papers to work, maybe fake permit and all that. Yes, sometimes South Africans mix fake permit and everything as a fake doc. No, yes, you can. Maybe your permit is not legit and you're using it to work, or you can even buy fake permanent residence and citizens. It's different from somebody having a fake medical certificate. That's the one that is difficult for me to comprehend. Do you understand? Yes, like Pamela Cabo said, he bought
Oli,
fake paper. It's possible.
Oli, Oli,
Yeah.
Oli,
Eh,
can you ask African Queen what site she got it from? Because I mean, we have to get news from verifiable sources, right?
yes.
So
African
if
Queen,
she's
what
sure of
site so that
herself,
we can research?
what source? So that because like now I'm with my laptop and I've been checking, I haven't found any such news. But if she knows a verifiable source, then we can go ahead and check to confirm the story.
Yeah, African
I,
Queen, are you
I,
there?
Beauty, I'm the one who said this, and
Yeah.
then you guys are disputing or don't believe it. That's why I said do your own research.
No,
If
no, no,
you
no, no,
can't,
no, 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 no,
hold
no.
on,
No, you
No,
Kidola.
need
no,
to
no, no,
tell
no,
us
If
no.
a
you
site
can't
where we
find it,
can.
I'm bringing my own report.
No, no.
Do your own research.
You see, you just here to destroy our name, just like any other ones that try to destroy us. I told you, lie don't stand for too long. This is a very big. What you say now, there are some of these low life black Americans also so sometimes also when they're on their own fucking shit. I was sorry for me to use this language. You understand me? When they're on their own shit, they will say, look at Nigerians, they're fleeing. Look at Nigerians, they do Uber. We do Uber in America to survive. A man doing Uber might be doing medicine also, doing nursing also. Nursing alone is almost like you study medical course also. You don't cheat on these things. You understand me? We are very proud to do our own thing. That's why we will start. You can say small 10 of us are doing powder in your country. 10 of Nigerians are doing powder there. But if you have to say the larger part of it, they're all hardworking Nigerians and everything. I've been married now for 27 years. To non-Nigerian person. He love my culture. He love where I come from. He tells me where I'm at. We never cheat. We do our own thing. We sweat. That's how. Look, let me tell you. We work hard and we party hard. You cannot change us to
Sorry,
this land, Oliver.
sorry,
I'm very sorry. I'm leaving this platform. This is
sorry,
a lie. I cannot take
sorry,
this.
Oli,
I cannot take this lie. This is a lie.
Oli,
Thank you
Oli,
very
Ola,
much.
calm down. We
calm
are here
down.
to converse.
Oli,
It's a
calm down.
conversation.
Oli,
Ola, calm
calm
down.
down, please. Ne? Ola, okay. African Queen. African
Yes.
Queen, can you hear me?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay. Sorry, man. I'm disappointed. I thought you were gonna give something that is tangible so that we can rely
Okay,
on.
you know what
If
you guys need to do, because it shows how lazy you are to do your research. I don't know how you guys were doing your articles. Go to the South African government, government site, and even the BBC. Type Nigerian fake doctors charge in South African court. from 2029 up until today, you'll get your results. Come and tell me that you can't find anything, and come and scream like Kidola and have those chest pains for nothing. I'm talking about something, and I told you guys what has pushed me. 2 weeks
Yeah,
ago, there's a Nigerian guy that has been arrested who has been practicing as a doctor, and the
African Queen.
information that was said, which has
Okay.
made me, hold on, that has made me to be worried and be like, how can he be a fake doctor? And then I went and do my research. That's when I discovered this information, and you guys haven't done your research, and you've got an audacity to tell me that I'm lying. Bogus Nigerian doctors nabbed at hospital. That was the topic. There was, I think there was the Nigerian and Zimbabweans. There were also Nigerians and Zambians, which appeared in South African court. So who's fooling who here? That's why I'm saying that
And
if we guys are gonna build each other, we
African
need to
Queen.
have a clean slate.
I know everybody
Yes.
is a bit emotional. Yeah,
Yes.
emotions
My
must
point.
calm down. We must calm down. But the
Yes.
point is that if you agree with us, you started from saying that there are 150
64,
Nigerian fake doctors.
164,
Nigeria,
164.
yeah, that is where I disputed with you. But however, like you said, we are all going to do our research. There's no need to be angry. Okay, we have the
Yes.
right to,
Yes.
because we've not seen this information. We have the right to say it's not true till we see the information. And you have the right, you that have seen the information, you also have the right to say I have seen it. So we only ask, give us the site. What site did you say it was? You found it again,
But
because we are not going to. Yeah.
that's what I'm saying, Olivia, because the suggestion was made by Sansa that, you know what, let's park this aside and then let's all do our research. That's what I'm
Okay,
saying, that
that's
you guys.
fine. And the
So I
emotions
was
are high.
giving you guys
I don't
now
like
this
that.
information because Beauty is saying that she can't find anything. I don't know how we do our research.
Yeah, she
Okay.
can't find
Okay.
anything.
On my
If she
side.
says she,
Okay,
On
when everyone is done, I have something to say. Thank you.
Okay,
okay,
on my side, African Queen, there's no need to be emotional. Remember, this is the platform where we build, we share ideas.
Exactly.
Sometimes we might be wrong, and then we need to just look back and say, "Oh, okay." Then I have to accept to be corrected. But now, I'm not on that. My point here is, it's like maybe you had something tangible that you can give us so that we can quickly go in, but now you said you are giving us permission to go and make our research. We
Yes,
agree, we
because
will
we're
go
gonna
and
have
check.
the day where we will discuss this and delve into it fully.
Yes, fully. Yes, it's not that on my side. Remember, I didn't entertain it because of I don't have facts and all that, and I know all
and
these
I will
things
also
happen.
not
But at least
entertain it. Yeah.
at least I have to come into this platform with something,
Mm-hmm.
with facts, with something that I said, yes, I have this. Then I put it on the table. So we discuss it, but not to degrade or to criticize and do all things. But we do it because of we want to build. We want to see how we can curb
Yeah.
this. In the future, this thing shouldn't be happening. How can we bring ideas together? How can we stop this? And we look it further and deeper on that. Yes.
Yeah.
We all
Well said.
agree on that. Let's build, but my major point is let's build on a clean slate, not on a
All right.
slippery slope.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, African Queen.
Okay.
Who else has something to say? Beauty, say something. What you wanted to say, okay? Because we're gonna round off
Okay,
very soon.
I appreciate everyone's submissions. I know emotions can be high, but um our dear sister, African Queen, I hope I got your name right. um Hopefully when we come back next time we can dissect what you've said, because when we say things like this on air, they fly very high. So it's important
Exactly.
for us to verify what we say and what we put out there. Let's not be carried away by pushing a certain narrative when it concerns a certain nationality. That's not what this platform is about. At least I know that Olivia, for one, it's not that kind of a person, and she will not use our platform to promote a wrong narrative, regardless of which
Exactly, because my husband is also a medical doctor, and I mean, I
yes,
mean, I know a lot,
yes,
so I wouldn't want to put
regardless,
something out there.
regardless, yes, yes, exactly, regardless of
Can
the
I
nationality involved.
can,
So
can
let's
I
make
explain?
sure that when we come out to
Can I?
say things, we are sure of what it is that we are saying. But regardless, I appreciate everybody. It's been quite insightful. Thank you, Oli, for this opportunity once again. Thank you, our dear brother Ola. We truly, truly appreciate your presence and your submission.
All,
Thank you, Mr. Safsa. Thank you, everybody. God bless you.
Thank
God
you.
bless Africa.
Thank
okay.
you.
Thank
Thank
you very
you.
much. Okay.
Bro Ola,
All
are
is
you
still
calm
there.
now? Do you want to say something? Sorry, let him. I think he's calmer
I
now.
want. I've been holding on for a while.
Oh, okay,
Can I
okay,
say
dear.
something?
Sorry. Mtutu, can you say what you want to
Okay.
say? Okay, we are giving like two
Yeah.
minutes
So
each
two.
because.
Two things. One, we agreed the last time I was on. We agreed that for as long as we become defensive, we are never going to
It's not
make
about being
headway.
defensive. No. Mtutu,
No,
sorry.
no, no,
In
no.
this,
Can
I
I
have
speak?
to interject. This is not about being defensive. When a people of a nationality because okay, let me say I have the right to be defensive because I
Can can
know how hard,
can I
excuse
explain
me, sorry.
myself?
I know how hard my husband is working. And I know a lot of doctors, but if we just push out a narrative, this is not about, I'm always calm when we are talking about anything. I'm very calm and level-headed, but this is not something we want to just
I want to give
accept.
you a South African example. I want to give you a South
Okay.
African
Yeah, this
example
that's
of
my
fake
point. Don't
doctors.
see it as
That's
being
why I'm saying,
defensive.
allow
Mm-mm.
me,
Ntutu, don't see it
allow
as
me.
being
So
defensive. There
the
are some
brother,
narratives people will not run with.
all right,
Do you understand? Yeah.
protective. So the brother was very angry about the point about how can a person be a fake doctor and this and that and that. So I got on the live because I wanted to explain how it is possible. And so I was saying when we get worked up, there are some things that maybe could pop up as one is
You,
speaking,
you know
but
what,
then
Ntutu, do you have
so
anything to talk about this particular? Because we want to address this. Tensions
so
are very high.
India.
I
So
don't
we
think
have
it's wait,
so where I grew up,
excuse me. Tensions
where
are
I
very
grew up.
high. I don't think it's okay for we to
I
continue
want
on
to
this
give you an
particular
example
topic.
from South
Let's
Africa. I want to give you South
wait.
African example of doctors
Wait,
faking so
Ntutu,
that you
I am
understand.
actually I this is my platform and I moderate, okay? Allow me to say something. I think that when it gets to this, it's actually best to disengage on this topic. Is that okay? Do you have something to talk about it? We can decide on a day where we have all our facts together. Come and talk
Yeah,
about
but
it.
I wanted
That's
to talk about fake South African doctors, not other nationals. So I wanted to give you
I
an
said we
example
can
that
talk about
where I
all these
grew.
things. South Africans will still be angry or defensive, like you call it. Is it
No,
not
they
okay
won't be
for us
angry
to just?
because they will know what
We
I'm
have
No, we
talking
decided
about.
won't,
to all
Olivia.
disengage.
We won't
They
be
won't be
angry.
angry. They won't be angry. They know what I'm
The
talking
point is
about,
that I don't
Fake
want to
especially
is
talk
if
about
fake.
they're from
this at this point. I
if they're
think I
from
have the right to
Durban.
because this is actually very different from our topic. I will allow you people know I'm very respectful. I would rather we talk about this when we are all calm, come with a calm mind, assimilate everything, and talk about these things. That would be fine. And even it's not even wise for us to entirely deviate from the topic at hand. Yeah, that's my take. It's fine if
Sorry.
you have anything.
Okay.
Sorry.
Let me try to address this into Ntutu.
Okay.
Ntutu. Hello.
Mm.
Are you listening?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, Ntutu, listen. This is a totally
I'm
different.
listening. Yes, I'm
Yes,
here.
this is a totally different discussion. It's different what we have been planning, what we have been discussing about today. But
I understand.
we have decided to
I
put it
understand.
aside for another day. Do you understand me? So hold your ideas and everything, and we want you to be there. Collect the facts and all that. Then we will discuss it there. But
No, no,
remember,
no.
when
I just wanted to give an example. That's all. I don't have anything more than that. Just an example to say we used to have family doctors that were sharing certificates. An anecdote from Durban, where I grew up in South Africa in
And the
KwaZulu Natal.
Pile, I know
We used to
about
go to
them.
Indian doctors, and they would give you treatment. Some had gone to medical school.
some were still in medical school. It was just a known thing that you'll have the whole family of doctors. There were always these establishments that they are uniting, and they were sharing the certificate. That's the example I wanted to give you. That to us, it's not something new because we grew up with it, and it was in Indian people that were known for that. That's all I wanted to say. It's not unheard of. Thank you.
Oh,
See you
okay.
next time.
Okay, Ntutu, see you next time.
Thank you,
Okay.
Ntutu. I appreciate your submission. Please join us on when we are going to talk about this. I know that most people are passionate about these topics, you and I. So it's okay for everybody to be emotional. We are human beings. We are not, we are flesh and blood. But I
Yes.
feel as though, emotional intelligence gives you a room for when tensions are high on the top, you disengage. That's emotional intelligence. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
we
why I
shouldn't be
decided for,
carried
and
away.
coupled with the fact that it wasn't even our original topic. So it's also okay to disengage. But all these difficult things, we have to talk about them. We are not shying away from. So I wanted to like kind of tell you that it's not like people are shying away from talking about these things, but at this time we said, okay, let's just all get our facts together, then we'll talk about it. But I always appreciate, excuse me, your submissions here, and to you, African Queen, you understand, right? I appreciate your contributions always, and you guys bring it
Yeah, and I'm
100%.
sorry to by trying to raise a point and all to find out I'm opening a can of a worm,
No,
but
it's not
which is
about a can
also
of
great.
worm. No, the thing is, when this kind of things, one person shouldn't have the facts. When you're giving us a fact that we are like strange, it's but when we want to talk about this kind of, like, if you watch what Sabza talked about, told me, let's come and talk about is it not traditions and all that. We decided to go get a research on it. Those are how we do. If you watch, get a research, get information, be informed. Then when you're coming, you're bringing your facts, we are bringing, and it makes sense than we are clueless and arguing. It doesn't make sense. It's not like it's a can of worm. Nobody is here to encourage negativity or illegality. Do you understand? So it's not a matter of being a can of worm. There's nothing we don't discuss here. So long as I agree, I know that discussing things, no matter how difficult it is, but in a right way and in a respectful manner. So yeah, do you
Is it
understand?
Ola? Is it Ola gone?
Hi
Is it
Ola.
on?
Hi bro Ola. Can you just give your submission? I know you're calm now. Please just be calm, okay? I pray you join us on the day you. Okay, I think he's gone. But it's okay.
Oh,
Yeah, Sabza, just round up for us, okay, so that we can call it a day.
okay. Uh, Actually, although that we have deviated just a little bit, okay, it's fine. But now I just want to touch the issue. I'm leaving this because it's a topic for another day. The issue is actually it's about understanding each other. The problem is when you are in this space, you try to
Sorry,
comply.
sorry, can I address this, please? Don't be angry. Grace is saying, Olivia, please, next time, control your emotions. Grace, I don't know how long you've been following me. If you know me very well, I'm a very put together person and I respect people. So I don't want you to go about with this notion that no, I did not disrespect African Queen, and if I disrespected the African Queen, I'm sorry, but I know I did not disrespect her. We were trying to. There's some, like she said, rightly said, she said when she got the information, she was also upset. So you don't expect us to just jump and say, oh, okay, 150 is a lot of, and you should also understand where I'm coming from. My husband is a medical doctor, so I feel I know a lot of the things happening around doctors, Nigerian doctors in South Africa. So if I disagree with her, that doesn't mean I disrespected her. So please, okay, let's not instigate. I don't like people that instigate. I'm not disrespecting anybody. I respect everybody on this platform, and people that are regulars on this platform right from the time immemorial knows it. I will never disrespect anybody, not talk of African Queen. I always come call her because she's very, very knowledgeable. I always tell her to come join the live show. So please don't instigate things that are not true. Thank you. Sorry, Sabza, go on.
Okay. No, I just to round out that Um, we have different cultures. We are coming from different backgrounds. The point here, it's like, if you are in my space, try to understand the people. Just like you have said that when you're in Rome, do as the Romans do, because of that's not your place, that's not your country.
Yeah,
Do you
I
understand?
agree.
So that's important, so that you can learn and try to unlearn other things that are not really important in that country. Then you would
Yeah,
see that, oh, okay, life is like that. And then you grow at the same time, because of in South Africa, there are things that maybe I'll be doing, but really they're not necessary. But if I can go to Nigeria, I can think of that. That said, why did I practice that? Why did I do that? It's really not important. It's not very profitable. So these are the things that we learn from each other. So it's good that you're in my space, but you try to learn the people. That is why the people would try to understand you, and now will think you will think the situation and look at it on your eyes, using your eyes. Oh, okay, this is the situation. That is why this person is doing this. Just like I've said, I've went through and look the issue of spreading money through your eyes, which means I put myself in your shoes. Then I
yeah,
understand now. Oh, okay. It's not that they are disrespectful or they're doing it out of arrogancy. You understand? It's their way of living. So now what do? I have to just try to get along. You understand? But African Queen mentioned something that if it doesn't interfere with my culture and you're not forcing this to me, it's not about forcing it to me, but it's like my perception when I look at you when you do this thing. Then we
yeah.
need to understand each other that, oh, okay, that's their way of living, that's the way they do things. But the important thing, it's when we do things, let's try to make sure that we don't offend the other person. And if I don't know things, let me just ask, because of I also need to grow. And then by growing, I would also learn. Excuse me, I'll learn by asking. So you can get help, and you can also learn. You understand? So helping and learning, it goes together. It's like twins. So now you'd see that when you learn, that is how you are being helped. And then this help holistically will develop you to a point whereby you will be able to understand that, okay, this is how things should be. And then this information that I have, I can also use it somewhere else in my
Yeah.
country. Understand? Yeah, that's my take.
Closing words, Beauty. Hi,
Oh,
Beauty.
no, I have nothing to say. I already said what I needed to say earlier on. There's nothing much to say. We'll just wait for the next live.
All right, thank you. Closing words, African Queen.
No, Sabza, I hear what you are saying because I know that most of the people they've got this tendency of thinking that when certain cultural people are doing their own thing as if it's an insult to them. So that's why I was saying that if they are not shoving it through your throat or forcing you to do what they are doing, then there is no gripe. I respect every human being or under this sun, irrespective of where the person is coming from. And this notion of other people acting as if foreigners are newbies here in South Africa. We grew up knowing that foreigners are embraced in South Africa. The question that we have in our mind, what made it change? Is it a different character, or is it the generation that are growing up now? Those are the answers that we need to have. Beside that, all is well. I hope I will be able to join the chat next time, Olivia, and thanks for allowing us to rent on your platform. But anyways, that's how we need to educate each other. And the
So,
other thing we need
I
to
hope
do is
you're not offended, African Queen. Okay, it's not. It's never an intention of mine or anybody here. Okay, so I know you understand. Your emotions were actually high for everybody, but it's okay. We are here to. We are human beings, so we can't be perfect all the time. So, apologies if you felt offended in any way. Okay.
I've got a thick skin, don't worry.
All right, it's fine. Thank you so much. Thank
Thank
you,
you, guys.
everyone.
Bye.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Sabza. I really appreciate. Um, Sabza, are you on Instagram? Maybe I can send you
Okay.
on IG.
Sorry, and I'm oh, Instagram.
Yeah.
No, I'm not in Instagram. I'm just on X and then
Okay. Let
Facebook.
me give you this email address now so you can.
Yeah, just give it in this platform. It's fine.
Thank you, everyone. Please, can you give us a thumbs up? Okay, I really appreciate everyone. I mean, we learn to unlearn, and we are not here to attack anybody. Okay, we are not here to attack anybody. We are just here to grow. Okay, we are just here to learn from one another and to make sure that we move our continent and our countries forward. So, thank you, everyone. Please give us a thumbs up. Okay, give us a thumbs up. Okay, I appreciate you, and let's continue the chats respectfully on the comment section. Okay, okay,
Is it done, Olivia? I don't see
it's
anything.
done. Can you see it?
No, not yet.
Can you see the I posted it now on
You
the
posted it
chat?
now.
Yes. Thank you, Pamela. Thank you,
Uh,
everyone. I really appreciate
the
each and
last,
every
the
one.
last, the last one that I see is from you, me, 1414.
Can you see
Uh,
this? Can you? I pinned it.
Chat disconnected. Please wait while we are trying to reconnect. It's telling me that chat is reconnected. Is disconnected. I don't know how.
Ish. You can't see the chat on. Can't you see the chat now?
I see the charts, but I think from it went through to a certain point. Then there's somewhere it gives me charts disconnected. Please wait while we are trying to reconnect
Okay,
you.
can you see the pinned email
Okay,
address?
let me just do this. Let me just do this. Um, okay, wait a little.
Okay.
I see Pamela. Okay.
The last
Okay,
um
I got it. I got it.
you got it. Okay. Thank you,
Yes, I
everyone.
got
Please, can you share this live stream? It was quite insightful, and we watch if you just join in. It was very, very insightful. Thank you, Ntutu. Still love you too, sis. Love you. Thank you, everyone. I really appreciate. Please give us a thumbs up, share, and I'll see you guys maybe by what's today? Next week. Then it has to be next week on live, but I'll post videos. Thank you. I really appreciate everyone. Thank you, Sabza. I will expect your email. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, we will take it from there. We will then be
All
able
right.
to
Thank.
communicate and chat from there.
All right.
Yes.
Thanks. Bye, everyone. Bye.
Thank you. Bye. Bye.